And while you're there, pick up the wildly popular and my favorite flower, the one-piece Sweet Starlight Hydrangeas. Now, hydrangeas to me are so elegant. They give you so much bloom for your buck. And today, you were paying $29.98, which you were saving $4 off that original price. 3 easy payments of $9.99, plus that free shipping and handling for a color morphing hydrangea that is going to change throughout the season. If you can pick up more than one of these today, this is the time to do it. But this is a little different because this is a compact size, isn't it, Alan?
It is. It totally is. So it's well behaved as for smaller gardens. Some hydrangeas are very beautiful, but they're very wild and they're hard to get to look good. They have floppy flowers. After a storm, they will fall to the ground and get dirty. But this is a short variety, only gets about 4 feet tall, and the stems are very sturdy, so they're going to stay upright, so the flowers are going to stay off the ground. And when they're in their beautiful white stage, they're going to be bright white and beautiful. So this is great for containers, great for under windows, great for smaller gardens. It's a beautiful plant.
Right, and we've had more than 2,300 ordered this year alone. We are getting to our final quantities. This is really the time to start planting these. And speaking of planting, when we get these home, what am I doing?
Okay, when it arrives, so it will arrive at this sizable plant. This is a 1 gallon plat. So this is the large plants will arrive in the mail. So this is a great deal. This is going to grow probably to the size of our example plant here, probably in the same year. So when it does arrive, unpack it from the box and check it and make sure it hasn't dried out. If it's dried out, give it a good drink of water and then put it in bright indirect light. You don't want to put it in bright light because it will be too much for the plant. It's been in a box for too long and the leaves are not ready for bright light again. So after a few days in bright indirect light, you can put them in full sun and then plant them in your garden in a sunny spot. So full sun is ideal, which is 6 hours of sun a day, or you might be able to get away with a little more shade in the south where they enjoy a little more shade.
Okay, and the fact that you're getting something that is going to morph colors throughout the season, it really adds that kind of romantic feel to the summer nights, to those longer summer days. Hydrangeas transport you. They take you to the Hamptons, to the South, to all of those like beautiful gardenscapes that you can have in the comfort of your own home for $29.98. So I love that you said that this will become this within the season. And if you are thinking of picking this up, pick up more than one because these really are going to give you so much bloom for your dollar. This gives you that incredible, beautiful bloom that also you can cut and put into those vases because I love to have hydrangeas that I do pick up at the grocery store and keep them in a vase, you know, on my kitchen counter. The fact that you can have these at your own disposal in your garden, this is the time. Forget the grocery store. Have it just at the comfort of your own backyard.
Grow your own.
Yes, grow your own. This is what I need to start doing on my patio. And the fact that they are still compact. So if you do have that smaller space, they can have a home, you know, in those containers as well.
Right, they'd be great in containers. Get 2 for either side of your door, like you were saying. And the color change is amazing. So they start this beautiful bright white, and then as they age, they start to blush a little bit. They turn a little pink, and then eventually the light pink will turn into a beautiful dark antique pink by the fall.
Okay.
And then as the flowers dry down, they actually turn this beautiful parchment paper color, and the flowers stay on the plant. They persist into the spring. So I still had hydrangea flowers in my garden last month.
Okay.
And you know, they last a long time. And you can use them as fresh flowers, you can use them as dried flowers. If you dry them, they last forever. They can last for years in a vase, on your piano, on your windowsill, and they're just super easy to grow. Now, these are easy to bloom. They're paniculata hydrangeas, so they form flower buds on this year's growth. Some of the other hydrangeas, if you tried and they scared you because they didn't bloom for you, they probably bloomed on last year's growth, and maybe the winter froze the buds or the deer ate the buds and they didn't bloom, but these are guaranteed to bloom unless you probably cut the buds off yourself, which is not recommended.
Okay, good to know. Good.
So,
I need to start bringing my notebook out here because I need to keep taking notes. And the fact that you are getting all this great information, you get a pamphlet with you from Cottage Farms that explains everything, but a sale price of $29.98 for these. They're going to color morph. They're a perennial shrub, which means you are paying one time for something that is going to come back year after year, as beautiful, as vibrant. This is your chance to pick them up. If you have them in your cart, do not wait. These have been wildly popular, and we are getting to our final quantities across the board on all the items in our show. So call 800-500-7590. If you are waiting, the item number is M132503. Pick up more than one because this is a one piece. And while you are getting a lot of bloom power, as you can see, you want to pick up more than one so you can put them in those beds, you can put them in the containers, and have that really full, even effect throughout your outdoor space.
Right, I usually like, well, for containers, if I'm matching them, I'd like 2, and then if I'm planting something in the garden, I like 3.
Okay.
Odd numbers are good to space out.
For the garden.
Right, because 2 may look funny, 1 is by itself, and then 3 looks like a happy little group.
Perfect. Okay, well, see, this is why I need that notebook. And if you don't know about the magic of the fertilizer that we have from Cottage Farms, you have to add this to your cart with your purchase, because this really is going to help keep those plants healthy and happy. Would you speak a little bit about this?
Sure, so this is actually a special fertilizer for hydrangeas. Hydrangeas like acidic soil, so this is a mix for plants that do like acidic soils. So it's the same as the other fertilizer, you just get the little pouches, put them in a gallon of water, shake it up and water your plants. So it's used for hydrangeas, you can use it for rhododendrons, you can use it for your gardenias, any acid-loving plants you can use this fertilizer for.
And we are very limited in this, so there's only 950 to go around in our fertilizer. So if you are adding this to your cart, do not wait. I mean, this truly is the end of our planting season, and we're about to reap the benefits. This is getting shipped to you, ready to go into the ground. You are getting a fairly large plant shipped to you, and you are going to be seeing similar blooms to this in this season. So do not wait. If you have that outdoor fence area and you want that perfect like Hamptons look, this is the chance to get it. If you live in a patio or have a patio and you live in the city like me, it gives you that transporting effect where you are sitting, lounging in the lap of luxury, all with those gorgeous blooms. So call 800-500-7590. This is going to be easy to take care of, and you're getting color morphing. So this is going to change throughout the seasons. If we can pull up those pictures of this in bloom, because I think that shows truly, I mean, the magic of what you are getting there.
And you could pick a few of those and use them for bouquets. You wouldn't even notice if you
Yes.
took a few off of there.
Right, and if someone is just joining us, would you remind them again about the care?
So plant them in full sun. In the south, they can take a little bit of shade, but otherwise, they're really easy to take care of. All I do is I prune my old flowers off in the spring, and they resprout and do their thing. So they're beautiful, they're well behaved, they're not going to take over your garden, and they're going to stay about 4 feet tall by about 4 feet wide, and they won't get any bigger. So they're going to take up the space you give them, but nothing more. So they're super easy plants. They're actually one of the backbones of my summer garden. They look beautiful from the early summer through the fall, and I just love them. They're a good backdrop for my other plants.
Yeah, and a perennial shrub that is going to come back each year as beautiful. You are paying a one-time fee of $29.98 at that sale price. Pick up more than one, but make sure you check out of those carts because these are very popular. Item number M132503, and they're my favorite flower, if that doesn't convince you. Now, this